Leadership style assessment. Leaders can carry a mix of evolved leadership styles depending on their industry and the obstacles they face. At the root of this style, according to leadership expert Bill Tobert and David Roque, are what are called action logics. These logics assess how leaders interpret their surroundings and react when their power of safety is challenged. That's the idea behind a popular management survey tool called the Leadership Development Profile. Created by Professor Tobert and psychologist Susan Cook-Grutter and features in the book Personal and Organizational Transformations. The survey relies on a set of 36 open-ended sentence completion tasks to help researchers better understand how leaders develop and grow. See how much you agree with each sentence and at the bottom find out which leadership style you uphold based on action logics you most agreed with. Number 1. Individualist. The individualist, according to Roque and Tolbert, is self-aware, creative, and primarily focused on their own actions and development as opposed to overall organizational performance. This action logic is specially driven by desire to exceed personal goals and constantly improve their skills. Here are some things as individualist might say. A good leader should always trust their own intuition over established organizational processes. It's important to be able to relate to others so I can easily communicate complex ideas to them. I am more comfortable with progress than sustained success. Number 2. Strategist. Strategists are accurately aware of the environment in which they operate. They have a deep understanding of structures and processes that make their businesses tick, but they are also able to consider these frameworks critically and evaluate what could be improved. Number 3. Alchemist. Roque and Tolbert describe this charismatic action logic as the most highly evolved and effective at managing organizational change. What distinguishes Alchemist from other action logics is their unique ability to see the big picture in everything, but also fully understand the need to take details very seriously. Under an Alchemist leader, no department or employee is overlooked. Here are some things as Alchemist might say. A good leader helps their employees reach their highest potential and possesses the necessary empathy and moral awareness to get there. Number 4. Opportunist. Opportunists are guided by a certain level of mistrust of others, relying on a facet of control to keep their employees in line. Opportunists tend to regard their bad behavior as legitimate in the cut and thrust of an eye for an eye world. Roque and Tolbert write, here are some things an opportunist might say. A good leader should always view others as potential competition to be bested, even if it's at the expense of their potential professional development. Number 5. Diplomat. Unlike the opportunist, the diplomat isn't concerned with competition or assuming control over situations. Instead, this action logic seeks to cause minimal impact on the organization by conforming to existing norms and completing their daily task with as little friction as possible. Here's some things a diplomat might say. It's important to provide the social glue in team situation, safety away from conflict. I tend to thrive in more team-oriented or supporting leadership roles. Number 6. Expert. The expert is pro in their given field, constantly striving to perfect their knowledge of subject and perform to meet their own high expectation. Roque and Tolbert describe the expert as a talented individual contributor and a source of knowledge for the team, but this action logic does lack something central to many good leaders, that is emotional intelligence. Here are some things a diplomat might say. A good leader should prioritize their own pursuit of knowledge over the needs of the organization and their direct reports. When problem solving with others in the company, my opinion tends to be the correct one. So it depends on you. Which leader are you? So which action logic above felt like you? Think about each sentence for a moment. Now check out which of the 7 leadership styles you embrace on the right based on their sentences you resonated with on the left. The more action logic you agreed with, the more likely you practice a mix of leadership styles.